Hey, hello. Good evening, everyone. It's been a while. I haven't updated my video, so today is it. Yeah, let me introduce you Room and in KMP, also in Android. And the reason is actually now the Room is only support Android for now. But yeah, so I got a few comments in my comments area say they want to learn how to use Room for database options. So yeah, I'll go through you and from dependencies and the code and how to use it, etc. So let's start. Yeah. As you can see here, I'm using my Android Studio instead of the IDEA IntelliJ because it's a pure Android. So I'll use an Android app and to give you an introduction. So as you can see here, it's Android and desktop home screen widget and application. As you can see, here are some games actually. It's observing the price of the game and home widget. So you can, with this app, you can add a few widgets with a few games on Steam. So in your wish list, and when the price dropped and under your threshold or get a big sale, you would get a notification and got some highlight in the widget as well. So it will become red, very eye-catching, so you can know your game and get a sale. It's a reminder to remind you to purchase the game right now. Okay, so let's jump into the code. I'll move this away. Okay, let's begin from the dependencies. Let me see. As you can see here, I'll start one by one. So there are two build Gradle KTS files in the Android project. So you can see there is a root one and there's another one under app. So let's go to the root one first. So this root one, actually, you can see here is actually nothing to do with Room in this file. So you can skip it and then go into the app level build Gradle KDS file. So let me see. Yeah, it's nothing here. And so let's go down. Let's go down to, yeah. Let's see here. It's got two dependencies here and regarding rooms, right? The first one is Android X Room runtime. Another one is Android X Room KTX. And let me click into that. So you can see here, both of them use the same Room version. It's a Room and runtime. So the version I'm using is 2.6.1. But if you hover your cursor here, you can see the latest version is 2.7.1 so far. And it doesn't matter. Let's get back here. And you can see here actually is a GO3. GO3 is actually one more called Room compiler. So the package name is Android X Room compiler and Android X Room KTX and Android X Room runtime. So these three dependencies you would need it. And then let's just get back here, see where you use the Room compiler. It's just here. Use the KSP, right? It's KSP. So the KSP actually, as you can see here, actually we need one more dependency for the KSP if you haven't got it in your project. The KSP is here, right? It's here. So you need to add this into your project com.google.devtools.ksp. So it's kind of like the next generation plugin for KAPT. So it's a newer version, but you can also use KAPT as well. They need to change the dependencies. So yeah, let's go here. It's also use the KSP here. So if you want to upgrade your project to KSP, you need to apply this line and this line on the top in the plugin block, right? And those three dependencies we need for Room are here. Right, two implementations and one KSP, right? Those because Room is basically a generated library, so it's not only runtime. So once you define the Room entity, etc., in your code, and you need to build your project and use your plugin, and then it will generate some code in the generated folder, and it would be used further in your code implementation. So that's the dependency parts, and then we jump into the code. How to define the room library? Room database. Let's go to let me see anything else. I should miss something here. Yeah, in the application, let's see. No, in the dependency, let's see. In the dependency, yeah. Maybe we can talk about this later. We see the data layer package and go into room, right? Firstly, we need to define a database, right? The database we got here, we got abstract class, Steam OB, and database. It extends from room database, and then you can have a DAO here. DAO mostly, if you click into that, you can see it's operation and class and towards a table, right? So you got multiple tables. You would have multiple DAO here. Yeah. And then we need to define an entity. So entity like a basic unit in room. So you can, if you are familiar with database, you can consider entity as a table, right? You can see it's a primary key here and the user annotation entity, and the table name is Steam and underline OB, right? So you can define your fields here and whatever you need. And you can also define a primary key, either it's ID or something else. And you can also give it like a default value if it's not like a self-incremental like ID, those things. Like if it's not a required field, you can add default value, make it optional, right? And then you need to add a DAO class. It's an interface and with a DAO annotation here, and you can have a series of database operation methods. For example, query, insert, etc. You can also use coroutines here with the suspend function. And so it's basically, if you're familiar with database, I won't jump into too much about like database basics. But if you are familiar with database, you can see here it's just a simple query. Here, select star from Steam OB as a table name, and where is condition followed widget ID is widget ID, right? Widget ID, this start from with a comma. It takes from the input arguments of the file. So you can see here, wherever I call it, it need to pass in the where is that? You need to pass in the widget ID as a parameter. So you can go into the DAO function, and it will use a circle to grab the information you need. And then the return value, you can return either like a nullable or non-nullable entity or a list. Right? It doesn't matter. It all supported by the room functionalities. Okay, so once we do this, you can jump to the it should be a build. Let's see. It's Android Studio, so there is no build. So you can use this Gradle and just sync the Gradle, right? Click this file, it syncs the Gradle, and also here you can click make project or rebuild project, like either way, it would generate the room code. As you can see here, just simply show you it's KSP and debug and Java. And you can see here, it's a database generated code here, and the DAO file is here. So yeah, everything is solid. So once everything here is ready, and this next step jumped into the initialization. And so for example, for us, it's application class here. So it's a con here. So basically, let's go to the con dependencies. You can see here is an injection of the singleton database instance. I can see here the room database builder. If you're not using con, just simply copy this file here, right? And it will do the same job, right? let me see, let's get back here. So this will be your database file. So because in Android, actually everything is under your data and package name folder. So this will be a SteamDB OBDB file, like and under this your application folder here. So it's everything sorted, and create the room. Yeah, and let's see what else. And also, you may need this DAO file, like a singleton or factory, whatever. You just need this file. And next step, let's get into the factory, repository. Yeah, this repository, you just need to inject the DAO instance, and then you use the DAO, as we can see here, just show you you have a dot here, so you can see all the method here. You may need to use during your application development process. So yeah, it's pretty much it. So it's enjoy Room in your Android project. Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good night.